Hey guys, it's Mal. My grandpa here is going to show you guys how he incubates, what was it again?
Our
Bullsnake
snake
eggs.
Okay, well let me introduce you to the owners. This is my son Mark Jr. He's Big Mark, I'm Little Mark. This is George, and my son Mark Jr., he owns the father. His name is Caw. He's a darker bull snake from northern Arizona, probably a different species than the mother that George owns. They're in the same family called Pituophis, but so basically what you call them when you mix them like that where they overlap boundaries, technical term I believe they call them integrates. So without further ado, I'll show you what we're going to do. This is just one of the little animal cage things you can get for small animals, keep insects in or whatever the heck.
Pretty cheap.
Pretty cheap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the sink, and then we're going to use this stuff you get at landscaping places. It's called perlite. Some people pre-wet this stuff, but you can also use another substrate that they got available called vermiculite. Most people get that stuff wet and they just squeeze all the moisture out of it and then put it in there where the whole substrate is damp. I like to use this stuff here better, and I don't pre-wet it because I've noticed that you end up getting it too wet. So I just add a little bit of water. Then when I put it where it's supposed to go, the heat will cause that, so as it evaporates, it will hydrate this stuff to the correct humidity that we're looking for. Anyway, so since I added, I'm guessing, a ½ inch of water, we're going to go ahead and fill this up.
Wow.
I believe that amount of water should be enough. If it doesn't appear to be enough later, we can always come back in here and then
Give it a mist.
hit it with a mist.
Yeah.
So now that we got this here done, I'm just going to take a big Ziploc baggie, and I only need part of it. Make sure I have it wide enough and stuff. Do the other side. Right-handed, flip it, make it easier. Flip this over. Get the length I think I need in case I shorted myself. That'd be good enough. Then, a couple hands, JR. Hold this down just like this for now. And then we're going to take this thumbtack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go 11, 12, 2 more. Okay. So, and what we'll end up doing is we'll snap this over it. And we're going to set it in a place where we know it's got a stable temperature that can vary anywhere between, I'm going to say 82 and 88 degrees. I've used incubators before. Haven't had a lot of success. Sometimes they get too humid in there. It seems like in there we get some mold or something going on, and just haven't had a luck. So we don't do them fancy incubators anymore. We go with more of the
old-fashioned.
Kind of the old-fashioned, old-school way. And when you have temperature variance from between 82 and, say, like I said, to 88 degrees, when the snakes are incubating, you'll get a mix of the sexes after they hatch. A lot of times, if you have it at a stable temperature like 82 degrees, I don't know which way it works, but you'll typically get a higher percentage, if not all females, and if it was maybe at the higher temperature, like 88 degrees consistently, then you'd get a higher percentage of males, if not all males. So the temperature fluctuation between those two gives you kind of an even number of males versus females when they're born. So we're going to get out to the room. We're going to
Man cave.
out to the man cave, and we'll go ahead and set this on there. And then when we check this later, all we want to see is a little bit of condensation on the plastic. If there's too much condensation, we'll just open the lid and let some of the moisture evaporate off. But this should do it. So let's go ahead and now we can turn it off and get back with us when we go out to where the snakes are. Okay, our room in here is set up, because JR's got to stay in here. He stays out here, and so we got to keep it, like 78, 80 degrees. Just going to set this on top of one of my cages, other cages to incubate. Oh man, those are big plump ones. See, look at my finger. How big they are. That's pretty big. And you're supposed to, with reptile eggs, not like chicken eggs. Chicken eggs rotate their eggs. Reptiles, you're technically supposed to keep the eggs basically oriented in the same position. Of course, this one's upright, but this is going to be the top. When we place it in, I'm just going to tilt it down with this being the top. Oh yeah, these are nice, firm eggs. Okay, let me get this open. Okay, here we go. Be careful. I'm going to
Wow.
try to remove some of this stuff. Yeah, they do get stuck together. You don't do anything to clean the eggs and stuff.
No.
If my hands were sweaty, this won't hurt them for this moment. Yeah, I can feel the moisture in here already. This stuff is slowly... even if that's a little exposed, I don't think that's going to cause us any problems. Okay, go ahead and lift the box. Oh boy, so there, how many's in here? 1, 2, 3?
6.
6.
This is the mom.
No, that's Ragnar.
That's Ragnar? Okay, I don't know why you're in there. You're not even the dad. Okay, I think she's done laying then. So we'll have 8 of them. What's he doing?
That's the mom.
That's the mom. Oh, here's the dad. He's a darker bull snake. Way darker. This is what's typically we found him on my property. The other one we found that huge female over there. We caught her the same day we found that Gila monster. We decided to just bring her home so we could possibly get a chance at what's going on here now. So, anyway, we're going to put this back over, and then we'll take this. Let me see your temperature gauge thing. Use one of these little gadgets here. I got a spot over in this corner here that, sorry, let me check. Okay, this here's saying 83.4 degrees. That's perfect. I know if I set it too close over here, in the basking area, that's 96. So we're going to just set these over here, and we'll check it later. Should be a little bit of condensation. Should be good to go. I hope you found some of this information useful. We're not experts here, but we're just going with a method that has worked for us 100%. I got to get ready for a snake hunt later, so I'm coming back at you again. This is our female white speckled. She's loaded with eggs, and all we got to do is get her bred. Now over here is our sidewinder, but that's a female. What we're looking to get is some male sidewinders tonight, because they will crossbreed with that speckled, and we're hoping to get speckleds out of that it will have horns like these sidewinders and some kind of a mix between the two, and those will be hybrids, because they are different species, even though they're still in the family, the generic Crotalus or Crotalidea. Anyway, so wish us luck, and we'll talk at you later.